Tourette syndrome, a genetic disorder that causes people to make repeated, quick movements or sounds that they cannot control.
What's important to understand is that these patients aren't voluntarily trying to be rude or socially inappropriate or offensive. It's more that they have this compulsion of this word in their head that a tension builds up, that if they don't express that word, inappropriate word, it just causes such great discomfort, so they can only suppress it for a brief period of time.
The exact cause of Tourette syndrome is not known, but it is most likely caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors, and brain disorders may play a role too. Symptoms of Tourette syndrome are tics. A tic is a sudden and brief movement and/or sound. There are two types of tics, vocal tics and motor tics. A vocal tic is a sudden noise that one may make uncontrollably, and a motor tic is an uncontrollable movement in the muscle. There is no known cure for Tourette syndrome, but medications like ADHD medicine and psychotherapy may help relieve tics. A CDC study has found that 6 out of every 1,000 children between the ages of 6 and 17 are diagnosed with Tourette syndrome. It affects all racial and ethnic groups. Males are affected about 3 to 4 times more often than females. 79% of children diagnosed with Tourette syndrome have also been diagnosed with other disorders such as ADHD and depression. Mark Elliott. I decided to do my case study on him because of his great story on how he overcomes Tourette syndrome every day.
My name's Mark Elliott. I just want to let you know that I have something called Tourette syndrome, and it causes me to make noises and say some things that I can't help. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it bothers you. I promise you, it bothers me more.
When Mark was around 5 years old, he started experiencing symptoms like blinking, and when he was around 7 years old, he started experiencing vocal tics. Mark's Tourette syndrome has not always let him get around easily in public, just like this incident that happened right before his 17th birthday.
We were in line, a lady had heard me saying some inappropriate words, and she stood up and she said, well, how come he can say this word?
But it was at that moment in the bus station that I really realized, it was like, okay, no, this is actually not the world that I do live in, that there is this world outside of my bubble. And that was really kind of a turning point in my life where I said, okay, I really need to kind of take a hold of my Tourette's and say, okay, look, this is what I need to show people, and this is what I need to educate people about.
Today, Mark is a public speaker who speaks to students on how he deals with Tourette syndrome and how he overcomes it every day.
School, and there was 15 kids in the class, and